welcome everyone. Welcome to live assistant readings. Just as well it's got written up there. Otherwise, I'd be like, where the hell am I? G'day, Angela. G'day, Judy. Bit tired there, Angela. You look tired. I know, that's just the icon. How are you today? How is everyone today? People, how are you? How are you today, Stathi?
I'm good today.
Oh, good.
Hi, Judy. Hi, Angela. I'm very well. It's Thursday, isn't it? So, yeah, I forgot what day it is. So I'm really good.
Yep. Yeah, it is Thursday. I'm just sharing myself out. So, people, if you could do the same thing, that would be much appreciated. Sharing is caring, and we've got to care. Yeah, share on that one. Share on that. So, Stathi, while your production manager is sharing you out, would you like to say a few words?
When I like to say a few words.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I say?
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I just must have brought you on the show for your good looks then.
I thought it was. That's what I thought. What do I say? Hi, everyone. Yeah, where is everyone? Firstly, where is everyone? What
home?
state's
On their
everyone in?
device?
How's everyone feeling?
On their devices?
If I was to go anywhere, it'd be about your the energy that's around at this moment, how everyone's coping with it. They are extreme. We can be aware of them without being too distracted by them and continue. So how is everyone? How's everyone coping with the energies?
Good. I'm doing good. The energies, they're there.
Yes, Angela, we've had some great conversations.
Still sharing. Sharing is caring.
Share.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's been a bit rainy. Sun's out. I went and did some photo shoots with my brother down the beach, and
Yes.
which was hard because you know how like you got it's not overcast, but there's clouds there, but there was a lot of clouds, and there was a fair bit of blue, but you get the sun shining in your eyes, and then the cloud goes over, and so it was had to wear shades.
Yep.
But hey, doing all right, getting good grades, future so bright. Got to wear those things on my face.
Yeah, I weren't too often.
The what?
So don't get too used to them.
No, I
Some of
try
these
not
are
to wear.
actually good, but
No, I try not to wear them because they reckon that the light is meant to help activate stimulate the pineal when it's the right sunlight. So I was reading a thing on that. So
you use them.
Try not to wear sunglasses when you don't need to. You know. So I was trying to do that. I'm still sharing out.
Share.
Trying to share out. Let's see. Okay.
If you share, then you're just watching.
Yeah. People, I'll start with a group reading and we'll check out the energies, and then I'll probably have a few freebies to give away. But if let's just copy that. So if you're where am I? Sorry, just doing 100 things at once. Well, no, I'm doing one thing at once. Yeah, I'm only doing one thing at once. I'm a bloke. It's hard, man. You know. I know we can do a lot of things, but not at once. Okay.
I'm new here.
Oh, hey, Sunshine.
Sunshine is new here. So
hey, Brooke.
Let's be gentle with Sunshine. Sunshine,
Yep.
sit back. We do readings here. Brooke does readings. I give people a hard time. So If you're here for reading, you've come to the right place. We're doing well. You have come to the right place. If you want a guaranteed reading, as Brooke mentioned, if you're listening, donations are appreciated. We do have giveaways, games where you can win a reading. And yeah, so sit back, enjoy. If you're into the chakras, or if you understand your chakras, we're very advisable. Just bring your focus to your heart chakra and enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. Okay, I think I just got. Yeah. What? Maybe I haven't sent them. Maybe I haven't sent them.
The soul's transformation. That's what you want to do that.
Okay. I think. Wait a sec. I just got to share to my actual profile. It's the last place I share is to my actual profile. Oh well. Hey, Sunshine. Rinda Celia? Transformation. Hello?
Angela.
No. She's Angela's up there. Is that Angela's?
Yeah.
Angela's the right Angela.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't get confusing at all. Hey, Karen, how you going? Hello. Okay. I will start with a group reading for everyone. Please share us out, people. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to go to intuitive focus and put at everyone.
I picked that up. Brooke doesn't pay attention to names. He misses out on a lot of things. Rinda Sella. Who's Rinda Sella? You know Rinda Sella in Discord.
Rinda Sella. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. But I'm more about the soul, the essence of a person, not just the superficial name. Yeah. Can I get away with that? Does that work? No.
What's the soul? Tell me what it's. You have to tell me what a soul is.
Soul. Here, look. I can show you a soul. See? Look at that. You see that? Bottom of the sheet. Right there.
Well, fading in and out, but I can see. I can make it.
That's a soul. Cool. That's a soul.
Now I know what a soul is.
Well, there you go. And all those books that you went through the ancient libraries for and all this time, you just needed me to point it out for you.
Yeah, look, it's a word. There's associations. I wasn't certain which one's the right one.
Okay. I just got to put. I don't know if that works. Is that what you do on your phone thing? You put out everyone. Does that work?
No, I don't use my phone thing.
Okay. Well, I'm trying it. Okay. Okay, people. Group reading for everyone. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate. Hey, Edwin. Hey, Sonia. Hello, gorgeous people. Okay, group reading for everyone, people. Just take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Give to. Who are we going to give to?
Angela.
What? Yeah, Angela. Take one for the team. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
If everyone hasn't figured it out, it's pick on Angela.
Yeah, because we invited Angela to come on and read with us tonight, and she was tired, and she said she'd do it later, which is fine. No judgment. Is that judgmental, even saying the word judgment? I don't know. Oh. People. Oh. Okay. Group reading for everyone. People, look. As things change and we move forward, because I've got, everything's moving forward at a rate and charging forward. The energies are going, everyone's stuff's coming up, and we're all moving forward. Okay. But at the same time, people, to come into the flow of the universe, look, guess what's inverted? King of Swords. Get out of your head and stop trying to control things. Stop trying to overthink and and flow with the energies. Okay, don't attach to the energies. Don't try to overly work them out. Okay, just accept them, because if we attach to the energies, man, we're just going to emotionally just, if we try to work out the outcome, we might end up disappointed. Okay, we don't want to end up disappointed at the moment. We just want to cruise through. We just want to accept things for how they are and let it unfold. So it's all about coming into the moment. It's all about coming into the moment at the moment. Funny about that, coming into the moment. I think there's something in that. Okay. Okay, this has come inverted. This has come inverted. The lady card, enjoy the growth and reap the rewards. Okay, imagine that, inverted. That means people, you're asked to step it up, because we need the card around that way. Okay, when the card's around this way, this is in our head. This is too much in our head. Okay, too much over analyzing, too much overthinking. Yes, we've got to do the work, but at the moment it's just acceptance at the moment and just letting things unfold and being present, so we can flow in the natural energies of the universe. Okay, because I've got the King of Swords. I've got the King of Swords inverted here. So that's saying, mate, things are going to happen this way. I want things. Stop trying to work things out, people, and let it unfold. Okay, and just be aware of it unfolding. Okay, because what happens is when we grip things too tight, we want things to go a certain way, this a certain way, that a certain way. Okay, we have too many expectations, and then we get attached to the expectations there. And when things don't go away, in comes judgment, in comes disappointment, in comes a lot of things. So it's very important just to accept things at the moment how they are, because when we can start to that, we can start to, we can just start to we can turn this card around the right way, step into authority. Okay. And this fine lady here can turn around, okay, then we can start to flow with the universe. Okay, so it's very important, people, to let go and let things flow, because everything's charging ahead. Everything's charging ahead. Change. So at the moment, look, cool. She-wolf came up. She-wolf. You know what that's about? That card is about is standing up to the negativity around you. You got people, okay, they're putting you down, or you just got negative stuff. It's time to clear it out of your field, people. Okay, that's what we do is we clear things out, things that don't resonate. So you got people around you that are negative. It's time to go. Yeah, look, enough. Someone's talking negative. Say, look, I don't care for your smack anymore. Okay, remove them for your energy, or just don't take on board what they're saying. Okay, because a lot of people, we're going to stand up to the negativity around us. It's not going to go away by itself. Sometimes it does, but when it doesn't, everything happens for a reason. When everything happens for a reason, that's the universe saying, come on, man, stand in your power, stand in your sovereignty, and get that stuff happening. Okay, because it's time for us now to open our hearts, okay, to the majesty of the universe, and just go, okay, what's up? Okay, heart's open, I'm strong. Okay, but it's hard to open when we've got negative people around us. Okay, when we take too much of their stuff on board, okay, that closes our hearts down. That closes us down. We've got to step out of that. But when we start stepping into authority, and we stop taking on other people's energies, we stop putting up with the crap around us, it can get us back in that zone to open that heart. Why? Because we're not in fear anymore. And that's what it's about. It's about getting out of that. It's about standing up in your sovereignty, so we can get to that point where we're not afraid to open our hearts. Okay? Because the heart is just the center of all the energy, the focus, your chakras, your energetic system. My God, it is a beautiful space to be in. Okay? But when we have to close it down, because there's all negativity around us, and we're taking on board and this and that, it makes us close our heart. And we don't want to be like that. We want to have our hearts open. Okay? We want to shine that light. We want to walk in the light. Very, very, very important. And the action card I've got for everyone is the Trader card. Exchange of energies, create abundance. This is about where you're putting your energy, people. Okay, really look where you're putting your energy. Distractions are coming. Okay, is there some negative things that you're over-analyzing, overthinking, or dealing with too much? Okay, deal with it when it comes up. But when it's not in front of you, let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay, we don't need to continually be in our heads about the negative stuff. We need to deal with it. Okay, we've got a game plan on. That's all good. But when it's not time to deal with it, mate, we have to We have to let it rest, because where energy goes, energy grows. That's why when we worry about certain stuff, we manifest it, because we're feeding it energy into it, and we've got to stop that. We've got to watch our energy, people. Okay? Life force, energy. What are you doing with your energy? Where you're putting your energy, people? Time to look at our energies and where we're putting them. Okay? And where are we putting them? Okay? And here, look. The last card for everyone is you and your loved ones are safe. And that card, deep down, that card goes into, okay, look, the people around you, stop over fussing about the people around you. Yes, we need to deal with it, and we need to be loving, and we need to do what we need to do. But this card also talks about stop waiting on everyone else. Okay, start worrying about what you need to do for you, what you need to do for you to move forward. Stop using other people as an excuse, saying, oh, yeah, I'd like to do that, but I got this over here, this person, I'm going to take care of that. We've all got stuff. It's just stuff, people. There's always stuff. There's always stuff trying to pull us up. There's always stuff trying to pull us sideways. There's always stuff trying to pull us down. There's always stuff trying to distract us. Okay, people, bring back your focus, center yourself, and let that heart shine. That was group reading for everyone. I hope it resonated. Stathi, do you have anything for everyone?
I think you mentioned everything. We have the power to give to something, whatever that something is. And as Brooke mentioned about giving energy or our focus, what is it you're focusing on? Your focus has the energy that's the power to have its hold onto you. So where focus goes, energy grows. What is it you're focusing on? What's causing you grief? What is it that's in front of you constantly? Why are you giving it attention? What hold does it have on you other than the focus that you give towards? You can let go of what you're focusing on, or bring your focus back to yourselves instead of giving it to everything around you. Give the energy back to yourself. So be aware of things around you. Don't pay attention too much unless you have to deal with it. And only deal with it, as Brooke has mentioned, as it's there in front of you in the present moment. If it's not occurring, if it's in here, bring your focus back to here, to the body itself. The body is constantly present. The mind is the one that.
Okay. We good? Okay, people, we have a... better check into PayPal just in case anyone's donated for an extended reading. We have some freebies to give away. And right now we're going to give away a freebie courtesy of the man with a purple light. Okay, so people pick a number between 35 and 55, and who gets the lucky number gets the lucky reading.
Yeah,
how lucky are you people? How lucky you people? Well, you haven't had your reading yet. Might be work. Imagine that.
What the number is?
I got no idea what the number is.
Okay, I remember.
That's it.
I remember.
That's the production manager's business, not mine.
I'm going to go over to if I can't remember it. It's weird.
I don't know. That's it. Have another guess, people.
You can't guess then, Angela. I'd rather you didn't. Let them guess.
No, we're going to stop that. if you don't want a reading, don't put a number.
Yep.
Because if you get the number, you have to have the reading. Hey, Sarah, how you going? Long time no see. Was it Rose or something? The little tiny dog? Have another guess, people. Hey, Brianna. Man, Sonia really wants this reading.
Screen. I've put it up there already.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm looking at the people's comments. I'm having a time, and they're still putting up numbers. But they'll probably do that for half an hour, won't
they?
Yeah. Okay. See, too much in the moment. I'm getting caught up in the energies of the people that are commenting. Mention that. Okay, Sonia, if you could just take a big breath in through your nose, a big breath out through your mouth. Just center yourself. Get a bit of heart chakra sound going. Focus on that heart center. Sonia, there's still stuff that you need to let go of. Something that you're going through at the moment. It feels like that. I know it should be going a different way to what is happening at the moment. Okay, but sometimes we just got to make peace that things happen the way they happen. Everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we just got to let go and accept it, because when we don't, we get stuck. Okay, we get stuck in points of view, in certain perceptions, and we start creating resistance. So instead of going, okay, yeah, it's turned out that way, like it or lump it, we need to flow with it. We need to create forward, okay, and move past such things, okay, because all the wishing and washing won't change the past, won't change what's happened. And it's like that sometimes. And we go inside our heads and we relive it and we try to work out what's going to happen next. And we just feed all this energy. And it does our head in. When what we should be doing is just letting go and go, okay, let's deal with it as it comes up and I'll worry about it then. Okay? Okay, but it's time for you to get there's something you need to get proactive in, Sonia. Okay? You can bring to the table in your situation. Okay? But it needs you to move on it. Okay? Don't let this one just play out in his action on your behalf. Okay, we can't just love and light it away. Sometimes we've got to do the work. Sometimes, we're in this 3D. We've got to play the game a bit. Okay, we've got to play the game. Because if you want things to move forward, I've got things moving forward, but it's asking you to pick up. It's asking you to lift the game on your end. Okay? Because these things get us in balance, and then when we get in balance, then we can start to get stress, and then we start to get stress and we start to feed that stress on you in some areas. That's when we feel stuck. That's when we feel like we're not, and it creates more stress, and then we just build these anxieties, we build these stresses, okay, because we start to give it energy, and then we start to manifest stuff because of that. So it's very important If you feel like you need to really step it up, then like throw yourself into it. Okay, it's a full-time job. Okay, but understand. Regardless of how things come up and regardless how things are going to move for you at the moment, okay, this is a time where we're gonna take the third person and we're gonna sit outside of oneself and we're gonna look down and we're gonna observe and go, okay, what do I keep doing? I keep going in patterns and I keep going in circles. Okay, we all do this. We're creatures of habit. Okay, but this is where we've got to step outside of ourselves and go, okay, look, I've got to make some changes here. And what happens is you'll get stuck into it and you'll go really hard and then you'll fall out of it and go, oh shit, what happened there? Now I feel stuck. Now I feel this. Now I feel that. Okay, this is the time I've got the first card I've got used, the Elder card, Move Beyond Ancestral Patterns. This is all about patterns. This is all for you. It's about looking at your patterns now and breaking the patterns that are no longer serving you, because inverted at the bottom of your pile, I've got the Direction Guardian, choose your path. Okay. There's too much wishful thinking here, too much inaction. I'm waiting for things to change. Okay, and I'm asking you right now, it's time to step it up, hold that ground, stand that space. But it's about not beating ourselves up. Okay, it's not about being hard, because what we do is we beat up on ourselves. We go, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And all we do is we start feeding negative energy back into that situation, and then we go into self-judgment. And for you at the moment, it's not about, as soon as self-judgment comes in, throw it out the window. It's not going to serve you. Okay, we don't need you in self-judgment. Okay, most of us are so in self-judgment all the time. It just acts as an anchor moving us forward. At the moment, it's about you holding that space and going, okay, what can you do now? Okay, what can you do now? What can you do in the present? What can you do now? Okay, get out of beating yourself up. Get out of putting yourself down. Right? It's look, hey, yeah, I didn't do it today. You know what? I got home. I was meant to put the washing on. I didn't do the washing. Okay. Well, either do it now or don't worry about it. It's up to you. Actions have consequences, but it's up to you. We've got to just let go of it, people. Let go of it, because otherwise we do is we, instead of using that energy to do something positive, we put all the energy into going, oh, yeah, that, didn't do that. When we could be, instead of looking at 10 things that we haven't done, okay, that energy could be wasting all that energy. We could put that energy into getting one other thing done. So, Sonia, really feel like really getting that mindset now of moving forward. Okay, as soon as you start to go negative Nancy in your head, okay, just snap out of it and go, okay, what can I do now? Okay, we can't do it later. We can only do it now. Later, do whatever it is you need to do later. Do it later, or do it when it's now. Okay, that's the thing that we tell ourselves. I mean, we can plan for the future and we do things, but it's like, what choices are we making in the present? Because I can do anything tomorrow. I can say, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. I can do anything and anything tomorrow. But it's not about that, is it? It's about, what am I doing now? Okay, so very important to keep that. And your main action card is the snake. This is inverted. Shed the old skin. Okay, we're in the prison of the mind. Okay, shed the old skin. This has come inverted. Means one of two things. It means you're either really holding on to stuff, okay, or you're stuck in the same way of thinking. And when that's not working, we got to look at the thoughts, because the same thoughts, okay, lead to the same choices, and the same choices lead to the same outcomes. So that's where we're going to start. That's where we're going to start changing it, Sonia. We're going to start changing our choices. We're going to start changing the choices that we make in our mind, and that starts by changing the thoughts. Okay, or actually changing what thoughts that we feed. So it's something for you to look at, is looking at what thoughts you're feeding at the moment, because that's where everything starts. That's what we need to work out. Okay, so it's time to shape things up. Step out of your comfort zones. See, I got to step out of your comfort zones. This is interesting because we're talking about your thoughts and stepping out of comfort zones. Comfort zones is the ego likes to keep us in comfort zones. It likes to keep us in the same thing. And the ego says, it's just the way I am, which is all bullshit. Okay, we've got to get past that. We've got to get past that. And that takes effort. Okay, it takes a lot of effort to go within, start being aware of one's thoughts and go, okay, look at what I'm feeding. And it leads to this, and it leads to this, and it leads to this, and then, God, that's the outcome. I've seen that outcome 1,000 times because, look, choose your path. This is inverted at the moment. This is the universe waiting, going, Sonia, we love you. Step it up, come to the game. Step it up a notch. Okay, and be that change. Create that change that you want in your mind. We all consistently battle with the mind. Okay, the ancient teachings. That's it. They say the illusion is, the matrix is here. Okay, and we're going to escape those thoughts. The prison of the mind. Okay, most people just sort of paint a picture. Just wish for this, and the universe will hear me, and then it will all be all right. Okay, all we're doing is we're painting the walls of the prison. We're still trapped in the prison. We're going to move past that. We're going to move past that, Sonia. Why? Because we can. We can. There are choices. They're the choices that we want to feed. Okay? So things are going to be frustrating. Okay? Because I come inverted. A fiery climax is approached. That means there's going to be a battle in the mind, man. That means it's going to be work, Sonia. There's going to be effort. There's going to be a battle. There's going to be struggle. That's just the way it is. Okay? But we'll get moved past that. Why? Because there's a new start there waiting for you, girl. There's a new start. There's a new freshness. There's new life. There's new stuff everywhere waiting for you. But that depends on you. Okay? Because the answers that you seek are right within you. Okay? Just got to take control of that mind, can take control of that thoughts, and the world is your oyster. If you like oysters. Okay? I hope this assisted you, beautiful.
Sonia, we'll go many ways with this, and this will depend on your awareness itself. You have come to crossroads. Now, the crossroads truly represent two things: the known path or the unknown path. The unknown is literally unknown. You can stay on your known path, which is very comfortable, and things will unfold based on how you see them. But if you truly want to understand what it is, what the unknown path has to offer, which many don't really take, because you cannot use what you believe or any known to walk this. So it really comes down to, what are you after? Do you want to be told, or do you want to know for yourself? You all have that option itself. Well, comfort zone. Everything is a comfort zone. To push you out of the comfort zone, I can say that you can push yourself out of the comfort zone, and yes, you can. We all can. We have to know what it is that we're pushing out. What one calls the comfort zone. To truly understand what the comfort zone that one walks out of or steps out of, one must know what that is. And the path itself is not necessarily knowing what the comfort zone is but walking out of that comfort zone. So to walk into the unknown, one requires to know what the known is first. And how would one know that? If one's trying to know the unknown known. So you see, this is why I say the unknown is literally unknown, and it will sound very confusing, because it is. Because aiming to understand the unknown, or to walk the unknown path, one cannot use the known on that journey. So what is it that you are after? What is it that you're looking for? you're looking for answers. So is it looking for yourself? Are those questions that you're asking, are they about yourself, or is it about, is it the awareness of self? Again, where are you? What is it you're after? Because I can take it to many different directions here to what you could possibly experience, which again, no crystal ball, so it's not based on that. Yeah, we all want the exciting as well, but again, to go to that direction of the unknown path, we hear a lot of things, and again, I'll keep this focused with you at this moment. This can apply to others. The depth that one requires to go and to speak about an exciting experience, as much as one considers something to be exciting, how much are you prepared to let go? How much are you prepared to truly say no more and move in a different direction to what you're doing? Because the unknown has got nothing to do with what you're doing at this moment. To walk that particular path, how much are you prepared to sacrifice? Because you cannot take anything with you. And that means everything that you believe or know. So that's the crossroads that you're at. Now you can take that to whatever level you want to take it to, whatever awareness or whatever situation that you've encountered at this moment, which they'll all be obstacles depending on one's awareness. So there is a crossroads that you're at, and it can go whichever direction you choose. How you make that decision, again, it's completely up to you. But it is, I can see how it's not about you let go of your spirituality. You've gotten to a point where you feel that nothing has occurred. So that's for you. So many go in particular directions from that point, and many just let it go completely. We can never let it go. But anyway, again, this is all you. It's getting back into bringing your focus back to yourself. I can tell you that your chakras are out, but I think you're already aware of a lot of what's going on in the mental and physical around you at this moment, to acknowledge why you're in that state as well. So your attention has been drawn away from you and externally. So when that which you're focusing on now has eased off, again, this is all up to you. How much more attention do you want to give it? How much more focus do you want to give it? So again, the crossroads, do you want to maintain the focus that you have at this moment, or do you want to bring the focus back to yourself? And if it's back to yourself, there's a lot you let go of for yourself, not for anybody else, and it's not to do it for anyone else. You to do it because that's what you want to be doing for yourself. Bring yourself back to yourself. Where's your energy going? What are you focusing on? A lot of it has to do with how you focus, where you're. What is it you're projecting? What's the story out there that keeps you distracted? Where your focus goes. To truly understand your chakras, there's a good 101 that you can look into. Jump on YouTube. There's a lot of information about chakras. Start with your base chakra. The basis of the chakras is to bring your attention and your focus to your body. Instead of focusing externally, the body is constantly in the present moment. The mind is the one that's wandering everywhere. If you're thinking of yesterday, what happened, or what's going to happen, you're just not in the present moment. So understanding the chakras is bringing your attention and your focus back to your body. So this is what I say, it's an unknown. How will you get to that? It's just that, spirituality is not a part-time thing. Start at the base chakra. Get to understand what the base chakra represents, then work your way up to your sacral, to your solar plexus. See how they're associated to the body itself. As you get to understand the basics of them, there's always links that lead you to other information, so just follow the links. See how much information you can get about each chakra. There are exercises to do as well, which will keep your focus on each chakra. So You can get mandalas or chakra pictures that you can focus on by color coding them. So use the red colors to paint the face and so forth, orange and yellow and so forth accordingly. So there's a lot of exercises to do, and it's all still based about being focused back to yourself. Doing the work itself is taking the time out, putting aside, putting behind you, and acknowledging that you're not dealing with it is your day. When your day is over and done with, you bring yourself to yourself. You bring your focus to your body. What are you working on today? Okay, it's the base chakra today, or the sacral, whichever one it is, and your focus is directly. So yeah, what excuses to not do it? You're sitting here at this moment listening to what we're saying. Well, here's that time that you could research chakras. So we always have the time. We can always make the time. And yes, it's really important to find that time where it is an hour of your time, whether it has to start with 5 minutes at the beginning and you increase it by increments, do that. But either way, bring that time to focus on yourself. Start to understand what the chakras represent. Start to understand how they're associated to the body. Start to understand the senses that are associated to the chakras, how things work based on the chakras, which will always be about the body. We're speaking on the energetic level. So as you get to understand them, then we can start going to a different level of awareness to what they represent and how things work according to the energy that we have. So it can go on, but it's the crossroads that you're at this moment. You have to make a decision for yourself, and what direction do you truly want to go with this? Because you can go around chasing and looking for someone to give you an answer for something. Or is that just more of a distraction for yourself? But it's not time for it. So
YouTube.
You know where we are.
Yep. And YouTube, because people, like your chakras, what does a guitar sound like when it's out of tune? It sounds like crap, doesn't it? Plays like crap.
There you go.
Yeah, same thing with our chakras. When they're not in tune, the vibration is, and without going into it. Okay, Sarah Rose, are you still there? Sunshine, Sarah Rose, calling you girls up. Hey, Milka.
Oh, Milka.
You girls there? Sunshine, Sarah Rose. Who's new? I don't know, Bliss Worker. Bliss what? Bliss Whackers.
That's why I just avoided it.
I don't know. Sounds dodgy.
Incorrect.
Okay, son. Okay. Should we do another number?
I'm not big number, whichever way.
Okay, people, if you want a guaranteed reading, donate. We'll do another number, and we let Destiny decide who gets the reading, because the universe will just give it to the person who needs a message. That's what we love about it. And this donated reading will be courtesy of the lady with the kick-ass boots and the big heart. Thank you, Cindy Punginelli. You want to put a number up, Cindy? Cindy? You can pick a number. So these poor people, pick a number between 20 and 40. Is it 21, Cindy? Because you've been 21 forever, haven't you?
Bliss, no disrespect, but without knowing the intent to it, phonetics behind the word itself, it can be pronounced wakers or whackers. You see where the issue lies?
It's a bit.
Appreciate the waker aspect of it instead
Waker.
of the whacker aspect.
Wacker.
So
Wouldn't
you're speaking
wakers,
to Aussies as well, so we have a
wakers,
different pronunciation to many.
is wakers like? Oh, is that like
Wake.
Yeah,
Wakers, yes.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be 1K?
That's what I said.
Is it? Because 2Ks would make it a so it'd be whackers.
Wacker. Yeah.
Whackers, but they would have a H. Oh man. Okay. Look, I did pass Year 12 English, like just, and it was like standard English.
Yes, we do, Bliss. Do you work with wood? So you waker, as in you literally work with the wood as well. Don't rush. I don't see anyone with a shotgun behind you. Seriously. Oh, you can see someone's picked the number.
Hey, Karen. Brianna. Oh, Karen, I promised you a free reading, didn't I? Okay, I just got just a little. I can't see. So we'll do you next, Karen. Okay, Brianna. Big breath in through the nose. Hold it and out through the mouth. Just centering yourself. Okay, do that a couple of times. Blow it out. Breathe the energy down to the ground through your feet. And then focus your heart. Focus on your heart space. You know, Brianna, the more we focus on what we're going to say to someone, the more we overthink it and try to work it out. Okay. The more we get inside of our head, sometimes the more anxiety we can get. Okay, because we create all these stories. It feels like you're inside your head, and it feels like my throat's tickling, like there's something you want to say to someone at the moment. Okay. It just feels like there's something you want to say to someone. Okay, and but I got a lot of head pressure, so it just feels like that you're just really overthinking something at the moment. Okay, really overthinking. And what happens is when we overthink stuff, overthinking creates indecision. Okay, and when we create indecision, it's like, yeah, where do we go from there? Okay. Oh, how convenient, Karen. Here to enjoy the energy. Right. You know, it can get overwhelming some days. especially when we try to do the self-work, Brianna. When we're trying to work things out, we're trying to move forward. Okay, it can be very confusing, especially when we're overthinking it, which we do a lot anyway. But there's a choice to be made at the moment. Not the universe. Me. I'll stop saying that. Okay, wait a sec. My guys are telling me. No. It could be. I don't know. I haven't named them yet, but it's just pretty much me. Look, at the moment, there's a choice that needs to be made. Okay, and it feels like that the more you think about it, the more it's going to pull you in all directions. Okay, it's going to pull you all over the place. But that's okay. Look, I really feel. If you do make a move, okay, it just seems all about a choice. Okay, but there's no right, there's no wrong choices at the moment for you, Brianna. It feels like it's just making a choice, because regardless how anything plays out, regardless of how the current situation plays out for you, it's going to give you knowledge. It's going to give you wisdom. It's going to give you experience. It's going to show you something. Okay, this is how we learn, and it's time for you to step forward, make that choice, step forward and learn. Okay, because we can't stay in the comfort zones all the time. God, I've tried, and it just gets too comfortable and it gets too boring. Okay, and you stay in the same space. So at the moment, I'm asking you to just make that choice. And you know what? Sometimes when we make a choice, the hardest thing we come to terms with is we don't know how it's going to play out. Okay, we don't. It's called the unknown. And we're going to make peace with that. Okay? But it's time for you to start creating at the moment. Creating your future. We sit back and go, when's that going to work out? When's that going to happen? Sometimes it happens when we make that choice and we start putting effort and energy in to what we want. We start moving towards it. Okay? So this is not a time for you to be waiting at the moment. Okay? It's not a time to be sitting on the fence, Brianna. It's time to go, wait a sec, I've got some choices to make. As I say, look, I am shocking at, I'm shocking at going inside my head and trying to work out every scenario. And then I don't know what choice to make, because it creates indecision. Not as bad as I used to be, but this is what we do is when we start feeding those thoughts, okay, or we start overanalyzing stuff, okay, because I like to work out I analyze everything, but it can lead to indecision. Okay, why? Because there's so many options. There's 1,000 options, and they can go each way. And no matter how many cards we pull, it's very hard to. We can't know what the future is going to hold. Why? Because it holds it all, multiple timelines and all. Okay, you make that choice. Let's go a bit deeper into it. Yeah. I'm getting you just need to make that choice and let it play out. Okay. This is what we're going to do is we're going to make peace. We're going to let go. We're going to let things play out. We don't know. See, this is the unknown. This is the verge of where we create, Brianna. At the moment, you're asked to stop trying to work it out, and start to create. Start to move forward and create. It's all about coming in the flow. When we come in the flow, the synchronicities. My God, the synchronicities. We do it such the hard way. God, we're stubborn little buggers, aren't we? What's going to happen? When's that going to happen? Oh, can you draw me a card on this? And it's like if we just get into that flow, make the choice and move forward, then we'll start to learn. Okay? Because I've got the Shaman card here, Trust in Higher Forces. That is the universe. That's the card for the universe saying, hey, worry's my job. Worry's my thing. How it's going to work out, that's my business. Okay? When it's your business, the universe will let you know. Okay? But that's just how it is. And we get so attached to outcomes, so inside of our head that, my God, we waste all our energy at the moment because, look, the way things are going, this is your action card, it's the Traveller. Move in a new direction. It's the universe saying, look, same and the same will get you the same results. Okay? So your main action card is saying, let's move past that. Let's move past that and let's get on with it. Okay? Because we just get the same results and we wonder why we get stuck. Because we get stuck because we don't change here. We don't change what we're doing in here. We feed it the same. And, you know, when we feed something, we just feed it the same food day in, day out. Okay, when is this coming? When's that coming? Okay, because at the moment, the way things are going in your head, it's out of balance. Okay, which means there's too much stuff. You're feeding too much stuff you shouldn't be feeding, and not taking control of the thoughts that you should be. I mean, it sounds simple. It's not. It's work. It's hard. It's more than a choice. It's more than a choice. It's a commitment. It's a continual commitment forever. We make that choice. We've got to keep making good on it. Otherwise, we go back to the comfort zones, back to the cozy, and then we just sit there with our hands out, going, "Please, sir, may I have another?" But we're better than that. You're better than that because I got the great teacher here. Learn from spiritual experiences. This is saying, hey, this is me saying this card and me saying, this is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we move forward. It's all within you, Brianna, and it's time to exercise that. So to go deep down inside that heart, get out of that head. And we can't get out of the head, but it's all about what we feed, what thoughts we feed. Okay, and what thoughts we fantasize on. Okay, we're going to get those fantasies out of our head. Okay, we can put it in a bit of intent out there because your main card was intend to create. The priest. Okay, intend to create. That saying is on you, Brianna. There's power within. Everything is within you. Okay, but time to move in a new direction. Make that choice. What you can't control, hand over to the universe. Because we do. We overburden ourselves. We overburden stuff in our mind. It comes in and we feed it. And then it just becomes overwhelming. And then we get nowhere. And we go, woe is me. We all do it. We all do it. Okay? That's what the Matrix is. It's time to move past that, Brianna. Okay? And become that, instead of thinking ahead of the future, that's that person you want to be. Become it now. Live it. Live it now. Because it's right there. It's right there. Right inside of you, Brianna. It's right inside of you right now. Okay? I hope that has helped you.
I can truly add to what because already said.
Sure, I was going to make coffee.
Go make a coffee.
Thank you.
Make a little. But I will say to you that if you are looking for something better, you haven't accepted what it is right this moment for what it is. When we want something different than what it is within this moment, we're focusing there. We're only going to have that which we're avoiding, which is this moment, because that's the only thing that we can truly avoid. We accept what is occurring in this moment and accept everything for what it is as it is without judgment. When we can get to that point of acceptance and accepting this moment exactly as it is, we'll learn what it is that we require to learn, and then the next moment, if you like, will be presented. Again, it comes to us, we accept it for what it is, no judgment, we learn what it is, and we move on. If we're constantly looking ahead of ourselves and hoping that this will occur or hoping that's going to occur and hoping, we're always going to be in that state of hope, never being able to accept what is occurring and accepting it to its fullest. This moment is all we truly have. Your mind can wonder and hope for as much as you want. Your mind can look at aiming to change and alter the way things have occurred. It really comes down to acceptance. to go into a deeper level of acceptance, or first accept what it is as it is. Allow things to be for what they are. Accept yourself for who you are right this moment, and everything that it is exactly as it should be. That's why I said Brooke has mentioned much of this. The more one accepts oneself, the more one accepts the moment that one is within, and the body, which is the self at this moment, and this moment work hand in hand. You cannot have the body outside of this moment. All you can have is your mind out of this moment. So bring your focus to your body. Bring your awareness to the space that you're in right now. You can see with your eyes. And as you keep your focus here and accept it for what it is, exactly as it is. And each moment, this is exactly how it is. You can have an intent how you'd like to see things. That's great. But as you bring your focus and accepting of this, then this can be let go of, so that's what you would like to see can present itself. But if you're ignoring all of that which is around you at this moment, and that's not just what is applying right now, but all of that which you're carrying, you're just going to have this load and weight. It's going to be an anchor behind you that you're dragging, trying to move forward. So you do need to accept, you need to let go as well, and work from that point onwards. There's a lot of work to do with oneself. I think you heard what I said earlier. So Sonia, again, applies. Focus on your body, work with your chakras, get to know them, get to know the energetic aspect of who you are or what these chakras represent with the body, how the energy flows, how the senses work with it, and you can start moving from there. But acceptance is really something that you need to be, where you need to be at this moment. The word acceptance will continue to come. Hope that helps, Brianna. You're on mute. You're on mute. Just
Yeah, no. Just getting back.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, who is next? Okay. I'll just check. Has anyone donated for extended reading? You can always pay it forward. Exchange of energies, people. Don't have to. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
There's a lot. There's a lot more. This to go to say to you what I'll be looking at is, again, the main part of this moment is to accept this moment itself for what it is. And when I say this moment, because we cannot really get out of this moment. This moment is just constantly unfolding, changing, shifting. Now, to accept the moment for what it is, and that has always been on that point of awareness, that this is how it is right this moment. There's nothing out of place at this moment. As we start to accept that, and we start to bring ourselves more onto the focus of who we are, which is right this moment, we focus on the body. The body itself is in this space. It's not somewhere else. It's not in your mind. The body is right here, right now. The mind itself can wander and think and go, which the mind now is what will ignore this moment here. So the more one thinks, the more one is ignoring what is occurring. The more we can keep our focus into this moment and allow this moment to unfold without judgment, holding on to it is no point. It's just acknowledging it and realizing, okay, this is how it is. What lessons do I need to learn from this? If there is, it will appear. If not, let it go, move on. If there's a lesson, it will probably be associated to something that is presented at the right moment. It's not about right or wrong. It is about how we can just sit back, in a sense, and not judge it and not try to direct it. And this is where we start going with the flow of it. We just flow with the moment and accept what's presented, not judge it, and respond accordingly. So yes, working on the chakras, now if that's Nor or Core, I feel that that Core chakras. The main ones for you are that the main thing for you is that you are overactive on your before, yes, but you're underactive. So below heart chakra, you're overactive, and your higher aspect, which I would say your feminine is there, but your masculine pushed aside. But I can reverse that as well from the universe.
Let's work it. Cut cords, mate. Cut cords. Okay. There's a lot of pull.
Waker.
Waker.
Wake.
Just waker. There's a lot of there's a lot of blockages. Okay, and man, your top head energy is going nuts. Right, a lot of energy up there. Okay, picking up a lot of top head energy, but this bouncing back. Okay, so you need to come into alignment. Okay, so it feels like you're getting plenty of insight into stuff. You're seeing all sorts. Okay, but because things are out of balance. Okay, you're leaning. Because you've got the energy up there and you've got a lot of top energy and you're seeing a lot of things for what they are. Okay, this is just it's causing a bias. There's an unbalance there. So just bring anything into balance and get that energy flowing nicely, man. And then you'll just go boom. But too much time spent looking into the future of where you want to be. Okay, once again, you come back and bring it back into the present at the moment. Okay, start just working on centering oneself, aligning oneself, and centering oneself. Then things are going to be easy for you. You're just going to get more clarity. Okay, this is why the universe. You always get people. You can surrender it all. Okay, too much in the head, which head works good, smart. Okay, you know a lot of shit. Time to bring it back into balance. Okay, so you can get that clarity at the moment. Too much. It just feels like the energy. It just feels like, you got so much worked out. Okay, but it's starting to become imbalanced. Okay, you're losing the natural flow. You're losing that centeredness. Okay, so just balance that energy, and anything will start to come. You'll get more synchronicities. That things will start to come into harmony more. Okay, for you. I hope that's assisted you, mate.
So I'm going to leave you with this. But before you answer what I'm going to leave you with, you can make a copy. You can answer. But really think before you answer, and I'll get to you after this. So hopefully you're listening. Really think. What did you know before you were educated? Do not answer with your education. I'll leave you with that. Really think before you answer. My curiosity is being.
Please don't type in 100 answers. Okay. So you saying you're here enjoying the energy? Does that mean you don't want a reading, Karen? Is that what you're saying? Go on, Karen, on us. Oh, well. I tried. I offered. Yeah, people, feel free to donate if you want extended reading. I should do quick card pulls. Sure you want that? Oh, you love one? Okay. Okay. If you could just center yourself, Karen. Breathe in, breathe out. In through the nose, hold it a bit. Out through the mouth. Okay, just do that a few times. Center yourself. Okay, and then when you center yourself, I want you to focus on your heart area. Whew. Yeah, Karen, get out of your head. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. It's a lot of head pressure at the moment. Okay, this is you're overthinking. This is siphoning your energy at the moment. You don't need the energy siphoned. When it comes time to deal with certain things, then it's time. When they're in front of you, deal with it. Okay, but at the moment, there's too much thinking. Okay, there's too much thinking. This along here is just gone. Boom. Okay, but there's going to be new information coming through. There's going to be a new information coming through very shortly. Okay, but if we get to over analyzing and overthinking things, okay, and not accepting things for the way they are, okay, we get to that we just look around glass half empty and not seeing what's in front of us, and we start to miss out in the natural flow. So please just come out of that headspace at the moment, okay, and don't okay, because there's where you'll focus. There's so much around you that's positive. There's so much around you that's working. There's so much of the universe that's just there's abundance everywhere. But at the moment, you're looking at where the resistance is. Okay, and feeding more energy. Okay, so when it's time to deal with something, deal with it. When it's not time, put it out of your head and catch yourself every time it comes in. Push it out. Okay, and save your energy for the good stuff. Absolutely the good stuff. I will just pull you some of my cards. Protection around at the moment, but for you. Okay, there's a lot of protection around your being. So sometimes, when things, when we get in certain spaces, sometimes we can feel alone, we can feel struggling, we can feel disconnected, and just keep positive person, keep moving forward. You're good, but the thing is when we go through. When we're going through negative situations, sometimes this can close our heart off, okay, and just make it a bit more of a strain, okay, because I'm picking up a heavy heart at the moment. But the first card I've got for you that's come out is the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information, but this is inverted, okay. So it's like saying you want the good stuff, you want the healing, you want to open up, but at the moment it's because of the heart, okay, the heart. Your heart and your solar plexus, I'm getting a very heavy energy from. Okay, this is cutting cords. Cutting cords. Look it up on YouTube. We've got to cut cords all the time. Boom. We think of something, learn how to do it quick. Okay, because get yourself some sunstone and carry it on you. Okay, go down to the local crystal shop, get yourself some sunstone, carry that around. That's good for. It helps you with hooks because there's a pulling there. I'm getting pulled forward at the moment. Okay, I'm getting pulled forward from the solar plexus, and the bottom of the heart feels heavy. Okay, look, but you know what to do because you're getting guidance at the moment. There's you got plenty of intuition around you. I got the animal guardian here, which is trust in your instincts. Okay, trust in your instincts, and knowledge is power. Covering that. So you're getting prompts. You're getting things, and instead of worrying about it, okay, it seems to be overanalyzing, okay, overthinking, okay. Start acting on some of these prompts, okay. You're a smart cookie, you know the deal. But I'm getting to exercise that, exercise the power of wisdom. Just really step into it, because you're right more than you're righter than you think, okay. But you're second guessing yourself a lot at the moment. Okay, and it's closing down your natural flow. So it's time to that self-confidence in your instincts, and act upon them. Okay, because at the moment, your main action card is the heart guardian love, and let yourself be loved. And when this card comes up, this is saying we're closing down our heart. So if you want some energetics, I would recommend go to someone that can do maybe soul retrieval. Okay, learn what it is to cut cords, soul shards, because we have people that put hooks and soul shards in us and all sorts of stuff. They do without even noticing. There's some stuff there that needs to be removed. Okay, and get onto it so you can start to shine. Okay, and you can come back to yourself. Come back to that center. Because the moment it just feels like there's, the right, the wrong, how it should be, and how it's working out. It's created a perspective for you, and this is shutting you down and narrowing your field. So like your instincts cutting in, and instead of making the choice on that, you're going, no, it should be this way. This, it should be like this. I want it to be like this, and just. That the universe works in just weird ways. What is it? Miracles. Expect miracles at the moment, but your miracles is the universe's way of saying it doesn't work exactly how you think it always works. Okay, this is the unknown. The unknown is the unknown, and it's about you coming into the flow. Okay, we put our intent out there. We do what we need to do. We chop wood. We cut wood, we do what we need to do in the 3D. Okay, but it's time to let go. Karen, it's time to let go. Because it's like, it feels like you try to climb your way out of something, but you just hanging, you got hold of something and you're just hanging on so tight that you should be putting your arm up and reaching for the ledge, but it just feels like that you're like, no, if I move, I'm going to slip. Okay? I just feel like the universe wants you to just let it go. Let some stuff go. Okay? This means and when we move into the unknown, it's not that we just go, foolishly like the fool. We got to put our vibe out. We got to become present. We got to feel our way through it. Okay? We got to put our feelers out, because hear the vibe that came out inverted. Okay? That means we've got to put our feelers out. We've got to actually pay attention to the energy that's coming in. Okay? And when we do that, we've got to be out of judgment. Why? Because as soon as we, which can be hard in some situations, especially when you got something to say. Okay? But that's the reason we got to get out of judgment, is because when we get out of judgment, when we're in judgment, we're attached to something, we're attached to a point of view, and then that distorts what the universe is trying to tell us and what the energy is trying to tell us. Okay? And it's all about you coming in and really just reading that energy and stepping into that. Okay? Because, you're meant to shine. Okay? But everything happens for a reason. Just remember, everyone will get through what they need to get through. But, yeah, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? Okay? You've got an amazing energy. Okay? Just bring it back into alignment and you'll be right. Okay? Bring it back to center. I hope that's assisted you.
I'll not say much. One thing I'll say is if you're on a cliff at this moment, you're right at the edge. If I was at the cliff with you, I'd push you. Push it for many reasons because you're holding on to this known aspect which the unknown is all you're afraid of. That's why you just need a bit of a push. It's not to be pushed at this moment. So I feel that you're just getting into this. Your soul, your sacral is overactive, which is nothing wrong with it. You just need to balance it with your sacral and your base chakra. Your heart's at the right place, but the heaviness that you're holding on to, past tense, it's not what's occurring, it's what you keep thinking of and keep holding on to. And that's blocking you from moving forward as well. You don't need to move forward, you already are forward, but you're just thinking that you're somewhere else. You're not, you're here now. There's a lot to be offered. It's how much you want to go into it. The path has led you to where you are. The rest of it is all up to you. How much you want to be aware, again, up to you. And if you're afraid of making or taking the next step or whatever decision is there for you, that will be a loss for you at this point in time. There is much, but you have to let go of that which was to see that which is. And that which is will assist you in seeing things a little bit different. That's all I have to offer.
Okay. Who is next?
So, Weblis.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hint, hint.
Good night, Angela.
Good night, Angela. All right, Angela, you coming? When are you coming on? Saturday to read? Stathi's out. I need someone to read with. I mean, I come by myself. I got no problems doing that. Oh, cheers, Bliss. Thanks. It's a good page. I like it too. Okay, I just check if anyone's donated for an extended reading. Doesn't look like it. What are you telling me, people? Payday's tomorrow, is it? Otherwise, you'd be right on there. Yeah. Thanks. Much.
Okay, Bruce, did you think about the question? Refresh it. What did you know before you were educated? You're not answered with your education.
How convenient. Yeah. Dodge. Sidestep, hey? What are you, a Cancer?
I'm not asking for anything, Kurt.
Oh, no.
I don't ask for anything. Coffee.
Coffee, Karen.
I ask for coffee. I always ask for coffee.
Do you live far from here? I'm in West Beach. Bring me coffee. Please. Yeah, coffee any day.
Or in many ways. Sometimes it's not about what we give, it's about what we give to ourselves. And sometimes nothing to give to ourselves is better than something that we give to ourselves.
Should we run another number?
Run another number. Guys, just to be clear, donations appreciated, not required.
No, not required.
Be aware of that. Appreciated, not required.
Yeah, but coffee ain't free. Neither is StreamYard.
Coffee ain't free, so yeah, a cup of coffee, and yeah, I don't know. But yes, as I said, donations appreciated. No.
Okay, Cindy, do you want to run another number? And people, if you want to know deeper about yourself, you want to go within and strip back the layers, we can help you. To help yourself. Okay, people, please pick a number between 20 and 40, and whoever gets the magic number gets the magic reading.
Oh, we're going to have a magician. Cool.
It never stops, Bliss. Never stops.
That's right. It does not stop. We all get to a particular point where we don't know where to go.
Oh, rather, just slip the number in there, just so quiet, and then just comes in, slips in the number, boom. Nice. Yes, you can. Why? And do you use your credit card every time you buy something online? Kirsty. Yeah. I want to do that. But what happens, Kirsty, when you're watching one of those live crystal shows and you buy a crystal? How do you pay? Okay.
Kirsty, right. Ask Mandy to donate, and you can give the money to me. There you go.
Retta? You know, we all have preference. Preference is how we want things sometimes, but you know, when things don't work out the way we want, we've got to let go. Okay? We've let go. I'm just getting a lot of there's a lot of expectations that haven't. There's a lot of things that you'd like to see, or you know, we say expectations, and things haven't gone the way that you've exactly wanted, and it just feels like you're carrying around all this weight on your shoulders. Okay, just feels like it's dulling the heart. Okay, so this can be this overwhelming, but sometimes we've got to go deeper, because when we can go deeper, we can start to find gold in everything. Okay, there's times when we've had enough. Okay, or we're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, when we get, you know, those points can be just what we need sometimes, where we can. It's at those points where we can grow the most, or we can switch it around and go, you know what, enough, and there's nothing we can do except go either keep feeding that energy, or we go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to change. I'm going to make some changes. Screw that. I'm not waiting around for that. Stuff that. I've had enough of that. I want to move forward. Okay, and it feels like you're on the brink. You're at that point where it's getting to that point. Okay. You know, it feels like there's a bit of third eye cutting in there. Like it's starting to, a little bit of a tingle there. There's still a heaviness. I'm still picking up a heaviness, a weight that you're carrying. Okay. Which is hard, because we got to learn to let go, and we got to learn to shed some of the weight. But this is why it's important when we do the work on the little things, because when it comes to the big things, we're like, shit, what do I do here? We feel so helpless. We feel screwed. But when we start doing a little work in the little areas, we start going, oh, wait a sec, I can use that tool there. Does it work? Not that effectively, but you just got to push harder or it takes longer. But they're still tools. Okay, where you're at the moment, you can shift all this. You can shift all this, and you can move past where you're at. Okay, because it's, you know, we feel this way, but we are not our feelings. Okay, we have thoughts, but we are not our thoughts. So it feels like you're at a turning point where, what do you want to do? Do you want to stand up and go, yeah, let me do something? What can I do? Okay, because sometimes when we're in a hole, we can curl ourselves up in the ball at the bottom of a hole. And the energy of the universe, whatever you want to call it, might be sitting there with a hand down into the hole. But unless we get up off that hole and we stand up and put our hand up, okay, we can't reach that hand that wants to pull us out of the hole. Okay, I know it sucks, I know it hurts, but that's okay. It's okay not to be okay. You're human. Experience. But what is this weight? Okay. Yeah, as we learn, as we move forward, as we gain these tools, we use them. But you know what? As we level up, the old tools don't work in the next level, or they just don't get the job done. Okay. So we've got two choices. We can carry around a tool bag that's overflowing, or we can empty it out and go, okay, let's learn some new tools. Because at the moment, it feels like there's some ideals. You've got some ideals of things that how you think everything is. Okay. And this is almost it feels like it's almost creating a barrier for the new to come in. Okay. The first card I've got for you is Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. And the thing is each step we take, we've got to learn to reshape ourselves, and we can't get stuck on the same belief. We can't get stuck in the same beliefs. The beliefs that work down when we first get into this journey will not serve us as we start growing. We've got to move past it. Otherwise, we stay down the bottom of that hole. We think we're doing good. I'm not saying you're not doing good, but it's time to open yourself. I just feel it's time to open yourself up, okay, and just starting to think out of the box. Because there's some stuff that you're getting drawn to, and it doesn't fit what your belief or your expectations, and there seems to be stuff that you're cutting down. And I'm getting that it's time to honor. There's an inner knowing there, which wants you to move towards certain areas and look at certain things in your life, but they're a bit sensitive, so we don't want to go there. But at the moment, I've got the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. And that's telling me where you're putting your energy at the moment is acting like a distraction. Okay, this is like self-distraction. We do it. We play to our strengths. Yeah, I'm really good at this. Let's put all our focus on that area, and we neglect other areas. You know, we put all our time into making our house beautiful, and the garden looks like shit. Okay, it's time to bring it into balance. It's time to bring it into balance. You're capable of a lot more. Even the things that you've been putting off that you're like, oh, I'm just not good at it. Become good at it. Okay, because I just feel that you're selling yourself short. Okay, because I got the Knight card here, be brave and honest, and this is a hard card. Okay, this is inverted. Okay, and this is like it just feels like there's something you don't want to look at, which is hard because it's you're coming to the point in your journey where this needs to be looked at. Okay, because it looks like there's two inner knowings. There's our intuition, there's our inner self, and there's the ego. And the ego dresses up as our intuition. Okay, and it does create an illusion. It creates a story around the illusion that plays to our strengths. Okay, need to go deeper than that. There's more to it. Okay, it just feels like there's something you're not seeing. Okay, but just ask it to present itself. I'm sure it will. Okay, because at the moment it feels like you're selling yourself short. There's more there for you. Okay, so please go within and dig deep and Let go. Let go. Let go of anything you think how things should be or what you know. We're going to do this continually. We've got to detach. We've got to lighten our load. That's why they call it enlighten. Time to let go. Time to surrender. And time to really level up. Okay? There's potential. Hey, you're the same soul spark as the universe. You'll be right. You'll be right. I hope that's assisted you.
Heaviness, there is a heaviness of it. You're focusing on heaviness, feels like you're on it. It feels like it's from all directions. What to do with your focus? I just read the post. You do look outside of the box. Energetically, I would say that it doesn't feel that way to myself. It feels like what you're looking at is still based on inside the box itself. There is, I can say you have potential. Everyone has a potential. Everyone has a story, and everyone who's aware of the story can stand outside of the story and look at it. So for that, you can see things differently, but you are still there's a lot of distractions which are creating this heaviness. And what it feels, the word I want to use is depression, but I'm not going to apply that one, but I will use it. It just feels like there's a lot of pressure around you. The world seems to be collapsing on you, and that focus itself is holding you to in that state that you're in, which is yeah, that's how it feels for me at this moment. So just grab here or grab there. I'm not sure is it here or is it this one, maybe this direction, or I don't know, maybe here. And it could be over there somewhere. That's how I feel as I focus on you. So I don't have a clear direction in what to look at. So until you're aware for yourself, what is it you truly are after? And you know for yourself, that energy around you is going to be screaming for attention. And how you work with that is completely up to you. I think Brooke mentioned everything that I would mention, so I'm not going to repeat what Brooke has said. Focus on what you're after, what it is that you really are after. And when you know for yourself and you're clear with yourself, you can and will make those choices which are right. Time to accept things for what they are and acknowledge that you cannot change that which has already occurred. And things will occur that are out of your hand, and you do not have control of everything around you. You have control on how you react, and once you acknowledge that aspect of it, you can start working with acceptance for what it is. There's a lot that I would like to see different, but we start to accept them to be what they are. You are increasing your awareness is it is a high energy that you do vibrate at, and not everyone is going to acknowledge what you're saying. So, again, who do you talk to? What is it that you say? How are you saying it? Why are you saying it? There's a lot involved in everything that's going on around you, which is creating a lot of pressure on you. So there's a lot of weight. It's more external than it is internal, but the internal is followed through with that which is external that happens. There's a lot in there to clear with yourself. Again, all I can suggest is bring yourself back. Start focusing on yourself and not what you're thinking about, because it still keeps coming into the mind. Trying to understand something which it doesn't really matter. And I will say it doesn't matter because it's past tense. And when you can see things that have already occurred, they have occurred exactly as one remembers them. And that is a process to start bringing yourself into the present moment, to acknowledge what it is. The more you accept and not hold on to it, the lighter you'll feel, and less weight and less pressure around you as well. Have no expectations of how things should be. Again, accepting them for what they are and allowing things to just be what they are and as they're presented. The more calmer you are with yourself, with that acceptance, the clearer things will start to unfold. The work is all to you. You have to want this for yourself, and you have to bring it back to yourself. Projections don't work. You can apply it to someone is causing this or someone is causing that. It's more your focus that is relevant to them that is occurring. So again, bring it back to yourself. Don't focus externally. Do what you're required to do, and then when you have that opportunity, bring yourself back to yourself. Let the day go, and I hope that helps. No, I'm almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, plus you're telling us to go to bed. Come on, get to bed. Bad enough.
No, bedtime.
Here comes trouble. I mean, Emma. How you going, Emma?
You know. How you doing, Emma?
Did you want to Kirsty, did you want to pick someone? Or did you want to run a number?
Said we can pick. I was
what?
going to suggest, Kirsty said just we can pick whomever, but we can run a number.
I want to pick everyone. But I can't be bothered reading for everyone. Run a number? Well, have you got someone in mind?
No. Just saying, how are you, Emma? You don't have to respond.
Okay. 6 a.m. You're in the States.
My condolences. I'm aware. I'm not going to speak too much about it.
Are you in Denver, Monica? Are you in Santa Monica? Monica. I just made that.
No, I'm so sorry, Emma. I know it was sudden.
Oh.
I'm aware, as I said, I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm aware of it.
Oh, Emma. Oh.
How are you doing? How's Mum? Ask Emma if I think it's appropriate, but I'll leave that to him. No, not required, Bliss. If it comes to you, it comes to you. I'll give him a reading. But that's what Emma's here for, and we support her in whatever decision she makes. Thank you, Bliss.
So
I can feel it. I'm aiming not to focus too much as well. So But if you'd like a reading, just let us know. Don't worry about the numbers. We'll get to you. And personally, I'll also mention, as I said, I'm aiming not to focus on you too much because I can feel that deep emotion that you're going through. I feel personally it's not the right moment for reading, but as I said, it will be your choice. If you would like one, I'm more than happy to. But it's up to you. So, again, as I said, I don't want to focus too much there.
So number between 1 and 11. And then you'll get a reading courtesy of Mandy's sister. Hey, Simone, have you changed your icon? Got a butterfly now, butterfly pixie thing. I can't see it probably. So there's only 2 people there that wanting readings. Okay, fine. Cindy, if Emma gets it up, don't put it up.
Yeah.
Michael, number between Michelle, a number between 1 and 11. Number between 1 and 11 people. 1 and 11. It will not be 12. It will not be a 0. What was did Kirsty put a number? Did she pick a number?
No.
Okay. But this is for Kirsty. This is Kirsty's donation reading.
Kirsty suggested.
What?
Kirsty did suggest.
Suggest what?
It goes, Kirsty, if I'm certain I read right, distract myself now. Kirsty did suggest.
Simone, did we?
And no,
we didn't for you like
please,
2 days ago, did we?
Please stay around. We'll pick you anyway. Not at this moment. We'll let the numbers go. If you get the number, good.
Hey, Jenny.
If you don't get the number, we'll pick you anyway. So I'm still curious about it. Okay.
My brother's making fresh coffee.
Yeah, it's chopping something. I can hear that.
Zucchini. He couldn't find the zucchini, and I left it in the car. So I had to get out of the car to get it. Bag of zucchini for $2.99. Beautiful.
Zucchini, grated potato. Zucchini, grated potato, grated onion, and lentils. Boil them up just to get them soft enough. Cheese, your choice, but make it nice and sticky. Not too much cheese. You can choose. You can put egg or not.
I'm already too hungry. It's not helping.
Nicely, with nicely fried. So even if you get, the egg rings, and you put them into the egg rings, so you can get that nice. And then if you had yourself a nice fresh roll as well, with lettuce, tomato, onion, patty, and so
chili,
nice chili
sauce, and fresh chilies.
Chili sauce and fresh chilies. And yes, it does make a good soup as well. And with that, I would add some pasta to it to make it into soup.
I went to the Greek wholesaler and I bought what was it? Was it $1.99 for this pasta? It's like big ass tube spaghetti, and it's got like a big ass hole. It's like a tube. And I bought like 10. Yeah, I bought like 5 packs. Don't have it all the time.
I'll speak to you about another recipe that you can use with those tubes. Who we got? Someone did get the number.
Yeah. Oh, Simone. Where did you go? Simone? No, not cannelloni. This is actually thin. It's just like, you know that spaghetti that's got the hole through the middle? This is like bigger than that again. Oh, this is what my brother's cooking tonight. He's cooking shells.
It's shells.
Big ones, man. They're nice. Oh, I was at a friend's place and I went foraging for mushrooms. These, what are they? Saffron milk tops, big orange mushrooms. And then made like a cream mushroom sauce and had that pasta with it. Whew. Yeah. Ah, ha, 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 Jenny. Simone. See, Simone's laughing. See, Jenny said this. And Simone's like, ha, ha, ha. But she said it before then, so. Must be psychic. Simone. Okay, Simone. People, get out of your heads, everyone. Please. Makes my job harder. Oh, just harder-ish. Simone, it's very much a time for you to go within at the moment. This is shut down this reading is pretty much for everyone. Okay? It's a time now. A lot of stuff's coming to the surface, a lot of stress. There's so much happening in the world. People are going through a lot. And when these times get hard, it's a time where we need to get inside, go inside. Okay? Because things come up for a reason. Things come up. We get triggered. We get stressed. Okay? And it comes to the surface to be dealt with. And because of our human disposition, instead of dealing with it, we usually feed it more energy and stress the crap out of ourselves. Okay? Even more so. Simone, time to focus on what you have got. What's available. Okay? Feels like ahead of yourself, and there's too much focus on the stuff, on the crap, on the problems. And it's funny, we feed energy. Something comes up and it stresses out and does our head in. Yeah, that's okay. But then we feed it and we think about it and we feed it. Okay, then it grows. Because, it doesn't matter what's happened is... we can't change the past, but sometimes something comes into our head. What we're going to do is when it comes into our head, we're going to go, okay, this is bringing me down. Okay, I've got to push this thought out. And we can replace it with another thought. It doesn't make it go away. It doesn't make it go away, the pain go away. It doesn't make the anxiety go away. what it does is it gets that thought that we're feeding out from growing and growing and growing. Okay, and this takes effort. Okay, because there's too much. Simone, this is all about where your focus is, because I got 3 cards in front of me and they're going, basically going, you know what you got to do and get onto it. You're going to spend more time going within, more time catching yourself and your thoughts. Okay? You got to pull yourself out, do some inner work. Okay, because there's a drawing, there's a pulling. Okay, this is not about, everyone's worthy. Everyone's worthy, you're worthy. It's not about worthy. Stop, stop. You know how, we gain confidence and self-worth is we don't go, we just move forward and we do the work. It takes time. These things take time to create. And at the moment I got the Hermit card, retreat, recharge. This card's about meditation, going within. Okay, this is inverted. So this is calling you, saying, okay, you need to be going within. You need to be meditating. Okay, you need to be clearing yourself. Okay, you need some me time, some self-work, some self-love, some self-nurturing. Means you're going to have to put some up. Means you might have to drop some stuff. Simone, you might have to drop some stuff and put some other stuff on the back burner at the moment. Okay? Because there's a calling. And you do see things come to pass. You do see things come out to play. You do put in effort and you do see results. Okay? Yeah. What do you mean, need? Meditation should be 24/7. Otherwise, because when we're not in meditation, we're in the intellect, we're in the ego, we're in the prison of the mind. This is what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people in the spirituality teachings, they go, oh, you meditate half an hour, it never stops. It's about regaining that. It's about regaining that control of the mind. And when we meditate, the traditional way is we can free up some space to become aware of the thoughts that are coming through in our head. But the thoughts are always there. We've got to learn not to attach to them, not to feed them, not to let them rule us. But it comes in and we go, oh, look, thought. Then we start thinking about it and we take it on board. We all do it. The meditation is supposed to show us how we break that cycle. Okay? Because that's the prison of the mind. That's the matrix. There's no way around it. And meditation is one of those tools. Is a tool. But then it comes into being clear your mind. Clear your mind, Simone. Clear your mind. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Be aware of your thoughts. Okay? Because when we think it's our thoughts, that runs the show. All these thoughts. And we get bombarded by thoughts. We're antennas for thoughts. Everywhere. On the radio waves. People next to us. People on the bus. People we haven't cut cords from. We're getting all those thoughts. You're thinking of someone. And then they ring you on the phone. Are you psychic? No. We pick up thought. We're thought picking up machines. That's what we do, is we pick up thoughts. Thoughts are everywhere. And everyone thinks it's them. They were thinking about you. They just created a conscious link with you. Consciously, they just link with you and go, I'm going to ring such and such. And then you pick up on that thought and they ring you and you go, oh, I was just thinking about you. How many times you answer your phone and you already know who it is. These are the breadcrumbs that let us understand that and we can start to realize that we are not our thoughts. We actually walk around on this earth in this world of we've got this we've built these personas of who we think we are, and it's not even close. It's just our thoughts that we feed. So it's time, Simone, for you to go deeper. Start to understand this. Start to scratch below the surface. Get into meditation, but it's not just getting into meditation. Is taking control of your thoughts and separating yourself from your thoughts, so you're not your thoughts. So when you can come out of that prison of the mind, that when you're busy, then you can stop being who you think you are and be who you are. I mean, we know it's like Stathi calls a lot of people NPC, non-player characters. Why? Because they're being run by their thoughts. They're technically not even barely in control. Created this whole persona. We create all this, and this is the whole point of enlightenment. This is the whole point of consciousness, is freeing ourselves from that. And without meditation, this is for all of us. I have to do more. We'll get caught. Okay. Main action card. Exchange of energy. The trader card. Exchange of energies. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your energy at the moment? Into thoughts? Into distractions? There's nothing wrong with that. It's what we do. We've got to do stuff that we've got to do. But then we've got to pull ourselves out of it. But we don't. We stay in it. We stay thinking about it. We stay in our thoughts. It's about you recognizing that at the moment, Simone, and coming out of those thoughts and regaining who you are. Distractions, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's this whole matrix. It manipulates us. How do you manipulate someone? Distract them. Keep them distracted. Keep them chasing something. Keep them thinking of something they don't need to be thinking of. Change it. We have to recognize that, then we have to act upon it, and it's a full-time job. Pulling ourselves out of distraction. It gets easier, but it slips in so easy. Why? Because you're human. It's how we've been trained. Ahead. Because if you can throw yourself back into this, centering yourself, get back into your meditation, watch where you're putting. You're human, okay? It doesn't matter. We all get beautiful, but see, you're in judgment now of yourself. Don't worry about that. Just do it. Just make time and do it. You're just going to do it, okay? Because there's information waiting to come in, okay? There's clarity waiting to come into you, okay? There's growth. It's time for you to exercise that inner knowledge, that inner drawing, Simone, and act upon it. Because I've got some cards here that say, look, growth, information, the world, but it's waiting on you. It's waiting on you, Simone. Okay? Just start going, to train. Because we all got to do it. Whatever you want to call it, spirituality or consciousness, enlightenment, you got to train. You got to train. You got to train. You got to train. Okay. Keep in there. Kick some butt, Simone. Kick some butt. Okay, beautiful? I hope that's assisted you.
Simone, I don't know which direction to go to, even while listening to Brooke. I can hear there's... I can hear a lot of things, and it's not about what I'm hearing, it's more about how I can feel. It's how I can feel the energy that is around you at this moment. So that energy seems to be taking you, as much as you've been away from it. I don't know how anyone can truly get away from what they call spirituality. Distracted, I think for myself personally, one distracts oneself. But catching oneself doing that, that's a different story altogether. Again, I'm not certain which direction to go because there's so much you want to do, but so much you're not doing. So much you could be doing, but again, it's not being done. So it always goes into, I can do this, and yeah, I can do that, and yeah, I can. And that's all there is. But nothing is actually being done. We can think about it, we can talk about it, but if we're not doing it, that's all there is, thinking and talking. Action is what's required, and when you start taking the action to what it is that you are aiming for, again, I think that for yourself, you need to be focusing, what is it you truly want? What is it you're aiming to get out of this? And if you can be honest with yourself, then things might start presenting themselves based on the clarity that you have for yourself. Too many directions, too many ways, too many directions that you're looking at, and that's overwhelming. And that's where the obstacles start to get created, where because we don't know which direction to take or go to, we just go block, stop, I'm not doing this anymore, and we'll go to that which is comfortable. So when you're ready to get out of that comfort zone, you can start making those decisions for yourself, what direction. Bringing focus back to you, and that's what Brooke mentioned a lot about overthinking things or being thoughts. We're all receivers, as he mentioned, of energy, vibration, frequencies. They're all around us constantly. What you're focusing on is what your attention is at, and what you're giving energy, it's what's draining. Bring your focus back to yourself. To understand how energies work, again, get to know who you are first, and then start taking the steps to work with what one would speak of as energy around you. We don't have much more than that. Brooke has mentioned everything. He's already sharing with you, so I hope that helps. Hi, Mandy.
Well, that's it. Hey, Mandy. So he tells me to do all the work, and then I just did half of his work. How does that work? Just being silly.
Emma, I'm going to come to Bliss. I'm coming to you after this. Emma, I'm going to come to you if you're still there. With your numbers, when you can say one with nothing, you'll be close to understanding the rest of the numbers. But first, you have to say one with nothing, not with two, but with nothing. So when you can say one, and when you say one, then you can say two, not say 2, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 2, the acknowledgement of the numbers are fairly, I'll just say acknowledgement. So to do the work. Hey, Bliss, are you around?
Simone, it was Kirsty that donated. But I don't have a thing for Kirsty, so I have to use it. I'll have to give the to her sister.
Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you. Bliss, what's your question? Take a question from you. What's your question?
You have fun with that one. Would you like about your project? I have something for that. That's up to you. The problem is you're getting too emotionally tied into it. Okay? Which is hard. So what I'm getting at is when when your emotions set in, okay. When your emotions set in, okay. Don't should be a time where you'd be like, okay, why is it happening? What's going on? Okay, why am I feeling that way? Okay, this is just about bringing it back into balance. Okay, and just getting out of reaction mode and letting it play out. Okay, there's so much invested in it. It's when there's certain crunches coming in it, you just it's too emotional, and it's just about accepting things to unfold at the moment, Bliss, and not hanging on too tight. Because when we hold too tight and something is taken away, if we don't, it can. When we rip it out of our hand, we can hurt our hand, and that's happening on an emotional level. So be very careful. I know it's hard when we're invested, but we've just got to accept things that they're going to go one way or another, and we just got to accept it regardless, and be malleable enough to go with the flow regardless of how it goes.
Okay, technical difficulties on my end.
There you go.
Sometimes I do. I always have this curiosity that gets tweaked. Certain words that trigger me. You're after something that is external from yourself, and you want something which is not based on you, but something that, do I go for this or do I not go for this? So you're focused a lot on your, I would personally call that a distraction. So to me, a lot of things are distraction. Things that are not occurring at this moment are a distraction. And my focus is about what is occurring within this moment for the individual. If your focus is away from where you are right this moment, and if you're not clear about who you are, that clarity will not come no matter what anyone says. We keep stating it here, no crystal ball, so I couldn't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Relationship-wise, I've been married, divorced, so I'm not one to give relationship advice. I don't go that direction whatsoever. You want to know about yourself? I was tweaked earlier. I asked you a particular question, and then I asked you to ask a question. Spirituality is, for me, is not based on what we can achieve on the physical itself, because the physical takes care of itself pretty much. And if something you want to achieve in the physical world or the 3D world, you can go study it and practice it and continue practicing until it comes out to the result that you're satisfied. It doesn't make it perfect, it just means you're satisfied with the results at some point. The more you practice, the different results. You continue practicing, it's always going to be a different result. So what your satisfaction level is completely up to you. Again, that is the external world. That's that's the world that, whatever is presented, how you deal with it is going to be how you deal with it. How clear are you of yourself? What is it you're after? Is this right for you? Is it not right for you? I mean, no one can really tell you. If I say to you, no, this is not going to work for you. It's not the right direction. You're going the wrong direction. Well, yeah, this is the right direction. Yep, go. You're on the right path. Just continue doing what you're doing. Which one's satisfactory to you, if that's what you're after? So again, it is a lot to do with what you're truly after. If it is on a project that you're focusing on, I'll keep your focus on it. What's the best way to do it? You know your project. You know how you'd like it to. You know what the results are on it. What do you do to get those results? So how you work with that. But again, I don't think anyone can tell you how it's going to turn out, because the one that's in control of it is yourself. So what effort and what focus you have on it is up to you on that point. Is that the direction you want to go? As I said, no one can truly tell you how it's going to come out. I can tell you at this moment it looks good, but that's this moment. And the moment is constantly changing. The next moment it'll look bad, but it might look good again, and then bad again, good again. So no, I don't have an answer for you on that one. That's what that comes down to. About yourself, I think your focus is too much on external values than on your internal values. And the conflict arises from that for you to be able to see things clearly and not require to ask from someone advice. Or, you can ask opinions, yes. But if you're clear about the project itself and the path you're heading on, anyone's opinion is really not relevant at that point. But as yourself, because you're not certain of yourself, or the clarity itself is not there, because you're not clear with yourself, things will look the way that they are, which is slightly the uncertainty that you're actually going through. So projects, we can learn a lot of things, and we can work on projects that nobody knows about. But when we're working on a project that no one knows about, just for ourselves, Well, we have the visual and we know what the end result is, and it doesn't matter what it says. What you do is going to be based on what you decide. I hope that gave you something, because I don't really have much more than that one. And he's back.
I overdid my chickpeas. I think my hummus is going to be runnier than usual.
Mush. Add it to your burgers that I mentioned.
Oh, man, I still work with it. Don't worry about it. I still work with it. Hummus doesn't last long enough around here to go to waste. I make it once a week. Like too big to make a kilo a week. Okay, where are we up to?
Next.
Oh, better get rid of the unicorns. Don't want them turned into unicorn meat.
You can only work with the words that are presented, the associations to those words, without taking it anywhere else. If it's external, look, I can appreciate it, but again, it's a project. Is it about you? Is it about increasing your vibration and your frequency? Does it assist you in humanity at its core? Does it assist someone knowing themselves, assisting you know yourself? What do you consider a project? To me, that would be where I would take it. Self-knowledge and knowing oneself. Is it helping you do this? If it is, yeah. Doesn't matter what the project is. But if it's trinkets, I don't think the world requires more trinkets. Trinkets are more distractions. If the trinkets can assist someone to grow and to raise in vibration and frequency, then we can work with those trinkets as well. Again, not knowing what it is not really much that can be stated. But, you know what it is, so I think that can work with you.
That's interesting.
Any donations? Who's next? Who's donated? Anyone's donated? Yes.
To whoever's tuned in, nice try. Okay. Michelle.
Donated, have you, Michelle?
Michelle, yep. Be honest, when was the last time you got a reading off of anyone? Today? Yesterday? The day before? The unknown has to play out, and we have to make peace with that. We don't want to create... You're creating more negative resistance. Don't create resistance. Be at peace. Things flow better that way. Flow a lot better. Are you, Kelly?
I'm here today as well. I need this moment. Every second that's a new second, I'm a new person. I'm new. Yeah, we're all new every second.
Okay. I'll give you a quick one, Michelle. What do we really want? Okay, because we get caught up in things, and when things get hard, and sometimes we need to vent, sometimes we need to get stuff off our chest, Michelle. But how long are we going to go? It's not fair. It's not fair. And tell everyone it's not fair. Because sometimes it really ain't unfair. And it's bullshit. It's what it's like sometimes, isn't it? But we create our reality. We're perfect manifestors. How often do we keep reliving the situation in our head? We end up creating more of it and more of it and more of it and more of it. Sometimes, like, what do you seek? What do you want, Michelle? It's time to go within and ask yourself, what do I want? And it's got to be about you. What do you want in your heart? And it's not about stuff. It's not about things. Okay? That's the superficial world that we live in. This is about you, Michelle. What do you... For the one that is called Michelle, what is it you truly are seeking? Is it stuff? Is it inner peace? Or is it stuff, having the stuff to make inner peace? Or is it making peace with what is? Well, you're going to be happy with yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, you can always hook up with someone that's not happy with themselves either, and together you two can be not happy with it. You can rely on each other to make you happy. Then they're accountable for making you happy, and you're accountable for making them happy. That always works. We can make ourselves happy. And then we can find someone else who makes themselves happy. It's like attracts like. You want things to change in life? We're going to be the change. We want a happy life, then we've got to be happy. We've got to be at peace. And that comes, that's acceptance. I know you're going to move. I'm busy tomorrow. I can't help you move. It's stuff we have to do. It's stuff. Life throws all sorts of stuff at us, but you know what? Here we are. We're still here. When we look back, happiness is not a destination. Inner peace is not a destination. It's what we do. It's what we create for ourselves. How do we create it? We create it now. I don't know. Well, then stop feeding the nervous energy. If you want to put all your energy into worrying, guess what you're going to create more of? Just guess what you're going to amplify in your life. This is what they call the prison of the mind. I can't break you out of that prison. Only you can. And there's no quick fix. There's no quick fix, Michelle. I don't know what I have to offer you at the moment. I hope that assists you.
Okay, Brooke has mentioned everything, and you've mentioned enough. Misery seeks company. We always seek the same. Happiness does the same thing, and so does joy. Careful what you wish for. That's all I really have to say on that aspect of it. Your focus is on the wanting and not on what you already have and accepting and appreciating. Until you bring your focus back to yourself, you will be where you are at this moment. A lot too much to go through. Way too much to go through. And as Emma has posted as well, as a message up, who are you? Before we know what we want, we must understand ourselves.
It's a cup we all must find for ourselves. People can assist us.
We'll have.
Would you care? I just check. Should we do run-out readings?
I'm happy to go whichever direction we go.
Okay. Okay, people, if you have not had a reading tonight and you'd like a quick card pull, put a one in the comment section if you had not had a reading, and we'll give you a quick run-out reading. Kieran, hey gorgeous, what you doing? Okay, Kieran. Moon. Seekers. Ancestors, angels. What's your poison? You get to pick. Moon, seekers, angels. Kieran, first one gets desired Hello, Penny. That's a good-looking name.
So you Penny, pick it up and all day long. Good luck.
Which deck, Karen? Moon, Seekers, Angels. Well, Kieran's not listening. She gets the first read, and she's the one that's meant to pick. I'll keep the Seekers for you, Penny. Just for you. I'll keep them just for you. Okay. Kieran. I mean, we hear this all the time. Everything happens for a reason. But look, at the moment, it's time, Kieran, for you to really look at what you're projecting. What you are projecting, what energy you're putting out to the universe at the moment, you're putting out in your field. Okay? Because what we have around us is a bouncing board of the inner us. This is saying when you go into a room and you go intense and frustrated or angry, you'll go in and the other person will get defensive and snappy. Because they'll pick up on that energy. So at the moment, all right, this is causing you to get emotional. Okay, and worse than that, this is causing you to you're closing yourself off at the moment. Okay, Kieran, it feels like there's walls. You're inside your head. You're closing yourself off. You're finding it hard to keep yourself happy or centered. Okay, and it's time to look at what you're projecting out around you. Because if you don't see, at the end of the day, it's all us. It's all us. We're the problem. We're the solution. And you're going to find that within yourself. Otherwise, you're going to continually on this emotional roller coaster, which we get all day, but you're taking on board yourself. But this will ultimately start to close down your heart space and disconnect. We can blame the people around us, but Kieran, this is when you stand up and take accountability and go, you know what? My world is a reflection of me. Come into the driver's seat. Come into the driver's seat. Kieran, I hope that's assisted you. Next. Kelly. What thoughts are you feeding? Okay. Something you're feeding. Emotions you're holding on to. Okay, look. Kelly, I'm getting, at the moment, okay, the way you're going about things, you're creating more resistance for yourself. So long story short, okay, you just need to understand the feelings. Okay, you have a look at your feelings. Okay, because what we do is, our thoughts, our emotions. Okay, it just feels like there's somewhere that you're. Yeah, it sucked. What they did, it sucked. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, they're an asshole or whatever, or they're a cow or whatever you want to call it. Okay, but we're going to go below the surface and work out. It'll lead back to something else in the past. It's basically unhealed. Sometimes we're going to work out if it was. Okay, that's weird.
Sorry, that's me. Stuffing up with the wrong buttons.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right. Kelly, so basically what you need to do is it's time to go to have a look at your emotions and why you're feeling that way. And there's the obvious, but it goes deeper. This will lead into insecurities. Okay? Past hurts. Okay, because there seems to be projecting at the moment, or there seems to be pain that you're carrying. You're inside your head, and it's time for you to go deeper and understand them, because the way you're going about it and dealing with it at the moment isn't working, and it's not doing you any it's doing you a disservice. And I'm getting at the moment that you want to get through this. You want to get through this. You got to dig deeper into why you feel this way. You got to take that third person. You got to detach. You got to step out of yourself, and you got to understand it from an outside point of view. Because at the moment that you're too connected. Okay, you're too attached to this emotion, and it's stopping you from seeing things for what they are. It's not about who has the right or who was wrong or this and that. It's about understanding so we can move past it. We can fix it, because the way you're going about it at the moment, it's not working. So you need to go deeper. Okay? Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Okay? Direction Guardian, choose your path. What's inverted? Intend and create. This is getting the job done and getting to the solution. This is what you've got to get to. But you need to get in contact with your emotions and change the way you're going about it. I hope that's assisted you. Got anything?
I'm tuned down this
one. Okay. Okay, I hope that assisted you. Next one, please. Mandy. Mandy, I see a lovely house. I see a lovely house with beautiful crystals.
It doesn't need to read.
Okay, you get one card then, girl. And your card is... Harness the mystic power. Oh, not exercising your full potential. Better get your game on. And guess what card jumped out next to it? Intend and create. Look at that. The other side of the coin, girl. Rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling.
Your focus is where it is, mate. I don't need to go there. I don't say anything. Keep your focus where it is. It's unfolding, and you knew it was coming. It's here, so now just enjoy the ride. It's just about to flow.
Okay, next. Ah, the penny card. Get the penny cards. Penny cards. He's pretty. Scary Unity. Did he scare you off Discord? Did he scare you off Discord? Yeah, don't worry about it. As I say to him all the time, I neither believe nor disbelieve you. There you go.
Yep.
He can't argue with that.
Believe nothing I say.
That's it.
Believe absolutely nothing I say. I have no interest in anyone believing in anything.
The force is strong with this one.
Believe me. You've been hiding, that's all it is. Well, you can't hide. You can try hiding.
Blame the internet.
You can try hiding as much as you want. Just because you're not on the internet, is it?
That's it. Yeah. That lovable squirrel ain't going to save you now.
Yeah, when we work with time, we sort of believe distance. We think that time itself and people are away from us because they're so far away based on time. But when you remove yourself from time and you're observing time, you can see that everything is connected. There's nothing that is actually distant from oneself. So one presumes that one's hiding. Those who know that one cannot hide. See those who hide.
You don't want to hear the message I got, man. You sure you want it? Just go skip. Say skip, Penny, and I'll skip it.
Hit it.
No, because, man, I got the universe saying, look, stop talking and tell him. And reach down, find your mojo, and get it happening. So basically, this message is like, oh, Penny, just get on with it. Just get on with it. You know the deal.
Just get on with it. Just stuck somewhere. It's like you're actually at a standstill. See when it's spinning around. It's spinning the opposite direction.
We only get stuck when we have expectations. Think about it. Or we drive through too much mud. But then that's our car that's stuck, not us. Unless we're in the car.
Penny, when we trying to make this as clear as I can. We come to a point where when we the depth that what I'm gonna say now again, if you can follow, great. No, I can't help you here. There is a point that we all come to where one can acknowledge and be aware of what we call yesterday and what we call tomorrow. Now, that point of awareness of what we call yesterday and tomorrow, it's not as much about what one is aware of, it's more about that which is aware of it. When we come to that particular point, there is actually nothing past this moment, or what we truly have is this moment where we are now and everything that we can remember, which is the past. So if we can bring ourselves to this moment, acknowledging that the only thing we have is the memory of what was, this is where it gets tricky, because even if you presume of what it's going to be, that presumption right now has become a memory. So all we truly have is this moment that is unfolding constantly, the presumption of what it's going to be, which is always going to be past tense, and the memory of what we believe we have done. when we get to the point of we don't know what direction we are, it's because we're at this point of what one would call the future. Because only in this moment can one be aware of that which has already occurred, which you call the past. Therefore, one will be here. Not knowing what to do next is because this is where the story opens up to a different reality. And what you believe does not give you any access to what goes next or what to do next. From this point onwards, with the acknowledgement of that which was, and this moment unfolding, to go into what we speak of the unknown, you don't bring with you that which you believe. Tomorrow will never happen, doesn't matter what one thinks. And if you believe yesterday happened, well, that's another story again. If you believe anything out of this moment with the words that I'm speaking has happened, so again, believe you're breathing like this one. Again, when we get to the point of being able to be aware of that which has already occurred, and being aware that we are here in the moment, observing this moment becoming that which has occurred.
Yeah.
Different points of discussion.
No one could be stuck. It's impossible. People are just busy being stuck.
Another way of putting it is there is a door. Okay, so everything that we do is to get to this particular door. Porthole, many call it porthole, but it's a door. Now, when we get to this door, what many don't understand is that once you get through the door, you cannot actually take even the idea of what a door is with you. So whatever it is you believe, you have to leave behind. So the moment you walk through the door, you have to forget what a door is, because it doesn't work. To get to the unknown, you cannot take the known with you. And if you believe the unknown is going to be based on the known, that's something completely different coming. It is never about what we know. We've come to the point where we know what it is we're required to know. We're at this point now where that which we do not know is presenting itself for only those with the eyes to see and ears to hear. Not everyone will be aware. They shall see, but not understand.
Don't use that reasoning for the door when you go to the hardware shop. You'll get nowhere. I'm looking for a door, but once I get through the door does not exist. And the hardware guy's going, try that aisle. She just told me to go to the gardening section.
We all go round in circles. Everyone is chasing their tails because the tail itself always is about the past. And we aim to understand the symbolism of the past, or the stories of the past. We don't look at the messages for what they represent. We associate them to a character, if you like. It's never about the character. It's more about the story. When one can go past the character itself, or the persona, if you like, and look at that which wears the mask, persona, mask, same thing. That which wears the mask is not the persona or the mask itself. Because we constantly keep focusing on the mask, we're missing out exactly what it is. Because everything is about what one believes one sees, which they don't realize is a projection. And that projection is educated.
Look at it like this. When you say you're watching a movie, right, with a character in it, sometimes you know what's going to happen next, right? But this is what we're like human beings. Is we're like, when we don't know what's going to happen next, do we pause the movie and just go, "Oh my god, what's going to happen next? I can't watch this anymore. What's going on? Someone, has anyone seen this movie? What happens next?" No, we don't. We just press play and we keep watching the movie, watch it unfold.
It's more about being aware, Emma, than seeing. Yes. So I do struggle. I struggle so much with those words. You think that you're seeing. We all think that we're using our eyes to see things, and we think that we're using our ears to listen. It's not what one thinks it is. We are educated, and our education has taught us on what to focus on. We give more attention or more energy to what we're focusing on. So we see the way that we've been told to see, and we listen the way that we've been told to listen, and we focus on what we've been told to focus. When you remove all those from what one is, now this is what your education is. When you remove yourself from your education and start working, okay, I have an education, great. Education tells me everything there is about who I am. Okay. Now, I don't actually know who I am because by using education, it is believing that I am what somebody else has told me. So if we're going to aim to understand who we are, how can we use what we've been told because we're still believing somebody else's belief about who we are? So how does one know who one is? When what we are, what we believe we are, is the persona that has been created through our education. So the question is, who is it that got educated? If your education, every word that you're speaking and using at this moment to understand whatever it is that you believe you understand, how do you understand it? How do you know it? Who gave you that word? Is that the word that you're going to use to associate to states that I am, whatever word you want to use? And that word is being that word is not yours. It's what someone has said that word means. So whatever one associates to, which is based on education, will be based on what somebody else has told them, which is based on somebody else's belief. So you either know what a belief is, or you believe you know.
Pretty much, Tara.
Pretty much you are correct. But each person's perception is still based on one's education to what they perceive and how it's interpreted. So no matter what your perception is, once you apply the words to that perception that you have, do those words represent what you're perceiving, or is that the belief that you have based on what you've been told your perception is? So how would you know your perception when you're using the educated belief, and this is what I speak about, educated belief, to understand what your perception truly means? And it's not about what one is perceiving, as much as it is. It's more of who is it that one is that perceives? Who is it that you are that is perceiving it? So yes, you can perceive. Yes, you can observe. Okay, who is the observer? Are you that which you're observing? Can you be that which you're observing? Or you're the observer? So again, which direction do you want to take it to? So perception itself is still based on, yes, one's perception, limiting it to one's educational belief. So if we remove the education, acknowledge the perception, who is the perceiver? When we go past,
don't worry.
yeah, exactly right. Teacher,
I was just going to say. That would look good on the t-shirt, Penny.
When we go past that which we perceive, and we go to, again, to understand oneself, what words does one use to state that one is, when each word that one is speaking is not one's own word, but again, as I stated, every word I'm speaking is based on our education. So who are you without using your education to answer that question? Who is the observer? Who is the educated one? Who is the believer? Who is the experiencer? If you're going to base everything on your experience, well, who is it that is experiencing? If you're going to base everything on your education, who is the educated one? If you're going to base everything on your belief, again, who's the believer? And whose interpretation and whose words will you use to interpret that?
Tara is up. Man, you're just getting started. I'm like, yeah, we're out of time here. And when I mean out of time, you know what I mean? Not out of time, but out of time.
Well, a personal experience is an experience. Who's the experiencer?
Let me sit back down.
You can interpret the experience as you choose. There's still the experiencer that one is not focusing on. So, are you the experience or the experiencer? Where do you begin to state what an experience is? Would education itself be an experience? Would belief be an experience? We're still left with the experiencer that is experiencing education, belief, and the experience. So which direction do we go?
I was going to say, Tara, you would enjoy the Discord channel to have that conversation.
Real card going. Give.
We'll talk, man. We'll talk about this subject. We'll talk for months. Okay.
Yes, and are you being experienced? Are you the experiencer? And would you be the experiencer that is observing? Would you be the experiencer that is observing the observed and associating to the observed and not the observer? Again, take this so many different directions. Okay, yes, the experiencer is experiencing. Who is the experiencer? If it's a whoever. So are you experiencing? If you're experiencing, who are you as the experiencer? If one cannot use education at this moment to answer that question, who is it that is experiencing?
Tara.
That which acknowledges the I, though, and that which is aware of the I is not what it is aware of. Therefore, one can speak of what one is aware of, but not be that which one is aware of. So one acknowledges that which is being used as being the I, but the I itself is that which is being used, therefore cannot be that which is aware of that which is being used. Oh, no, Tara, you're fine. There's no debate.
No, you're right.
Like, you are new here. Can't see it,
blurry. It's blurry. Oh, wait a sec. I got the. Let me try that again.
This is it.
No, and just a reading. I'll just look. Tara.
Can't read that one. Enjoy the moment. Tara, we all have
did.
a time to rise.
Says it all.
We have a perception. We do perceive things in a particular way. We do see them, and it's not about whether it's right or wrong. When we detach ourselves from what we believe, we're left with a believer, what I would call a believer. The believer is not based on the belief, for it is that which believes. And again, when we speak of the experiencer is not the experience, for there is the experience in that which is experiencing. Now, to work with oneself and to rise above one's frequency that one is at this moment, one can rise above it, is to detach oneself from what one believes and to be left with that natural or the natural frequency of oneself without the belief of what it is, and to experience something beyond the limitations of what one believe, because again, it all comes down to one's belief and to how one experiences one's belief. Now, all of that also comes down to the aspect of awareness, which is separating oneself completely from what one is experiencing, believing, and so forth. So there are stages that we all go to, and when we speak about there's the known and the unknown. We can speak as much as we want about the known, and we can speak about the perspectives that we have based on the known. But what we mainly aim for is to get to that point of acknowledging that which is aware of the perspectives and the experience, and detaching from the experience and seeing oneself from a different perspective instead of the educated perspective. So it's not a debate, it's more about, as you state something, I'll say it in a particular way and respond accordingly. Name is Stathi, gentleman. I'm not gentle. Many will attest to that. And as Brooke said, this is what we have a Discord channel, and whoever is interested in continuing these conversations, this is what we do on Discord. Come, we just hang out. So, our space. Thank you, Cindy. And yeah, these are the topics that we go. We go into the esoterics, the philosophies, the psychology of it, the psychology of whatever it is that the psychology of is. We can speak about spirituality, religion, and so forth, and it doesn't really concern us on the topic. It's not about the topic that we can speak of. It's more about that which is aware of the topic that is being spoken. So again, it's not about the education, it's about that which is aware of the education. So as much as we can sit here and do readings, this is my passion. So to all, you can join us on Discord and we can talk to our heart's content. I think we're all ready to call it an evening. We've been here 3 hours and 16 minutes. So wherever Mr. Brooke has gone, we'll wait for him to come in and say good night to everyone. You're welcome to. So no, I don't get easily offended. But I do like to respond to the visuals accordingly. There's a lot more than again, I can go on. I'm trying not to go too much because we're going to close up. There's a lot more to what one presumes it is or one believes it is. We don't dismiss what one can believe. Again, it's going deeper than that, and knowing oneself is, how would one know oneself? So we work on that aspect of getting to know ourselves for ourselves without the belief of another. That's the best way to put that one. So thank you for joining us, everyone. Miss Cindy, thank you.
You've done all the other spiels?
I've done the Discord one. Yeah, you know, subscribe, like, and all that stuff.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
On
Oh my God,
YouTube.
it sounds like work.
Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. I know it's too hard.
Yeah, subscribe and like it. Yeah, it'll help get it out there. If you haven't been on a YouTube and you've liked this on Facebook, just type in Intuitive Focus and get on the YouTube and get the latest live and just press like and subscribe. It will just really help get it out there.
Penny, when you're ready to be pushed, I'm ready to push. I seen the penny and I picked it up, and so much luck, but that luck does not realize it for themselves until they do. Ask me for the push, and I'm more than happy to push.
Okay.
Thank you, Kelly. Pleasure. Okay, guys. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Until next time.
Be present and let it unfold.